Sandro, when we talked earlier, it was about you had a role where you're going to play every night. Mm-hmm. And are you getting used to that now and enjoying it and fitting into it a little bit
more? Getting used to it, I don't think I want to get used to it. I think I want to earn it, and I want to keep proving myself that I'm earning my minutes. You can never get comfortable. I feel like in the league, you gotta always kind of, make sure confident and just ready. So I just want to stay ready, and whatever minutes I get, I just want to use them as productive as possible.
When you are on the floor, you seem to have a nice combination of being able to jump out and transition, but also spotting up.
Yep.
How is it sort of finding that combination of kind of lingering on the perimeter and being available, or getting to the rim and getting to the paint?
I think it's a learning process. I'm really excited because everybody, I feel like on the coaching staff, my teammates, they all trust my shot. They know I can knock it down. They've seen it. So, sometimes when I roll too much, they be like, just pop. We all believe in your shot. Or maybe I swing an extra and they say my shot was the right shot. So, hearing that is kind of, you go home, then you watch film, you kind of break it down and kind of figure it out. So I think I'm slowly kind of getting there. But I think the main thing is just knowing that everybody back in the locker room has my back and they want me to play my game instead of just coming in and just being that 5-man and just rolling and stuff. So, I'd say I'm getting used to that and figuring it out, and I'm excited.
A lot of your minutes are tied to Jamal's. Obviously, the relationship between a point guard and a big man is really important. What's it been like playing with him?
It's been amazing. He's a dog. He plays so hard. Defensively, he's just I feel like every time he's out there with me, even if I go gamble, he will have my back. He will sometimes if maybe I'm one step behind the screen, he's gonna try to get a offensive foul. So it's just amazing playing with him because he also creates a lot of great shots for me. He drives in. He expects me to pop sometimes, and he finds me there. And I would say he's a great guy. I feel like you can go to talk to him, kind of figure out together where you guys messed up or what you can do better. And I feel like it's so easy when you play with somebody like that who's adaptable, and he's been amazing.
If you didn't know he was a sophomore, would you guess he's as young?
No. Because I feel like at the end of the day, even if you take CNBA, he's a rookie, but you'll never say because he plays so hard. And I feel like the guys who play hard and who care who don't take minutes for granted, I feel like those guys always figure it out, even if they're rookies or 10th year.
The reputation of your game is as a stretch big, but probably the most impressive aspect is your driving.
Yeah.
Was anybody on the team surprised at that aspect of your game when you arrived here?
I don't know, maybe. Really haven't kind of talked about it a lot, but they still want me to shoot a lot more kind of when I get my open shots. But I feel like I'm sometimes a step quicker than a 5 big man. So I just try to drive in and kick it out. But I've been working on it a lot. I feel like my national team, that's where I kind of get to play my game with full confidence and full swagger. And I feel like this 4 years in the league, it's just been showing little sparks. And I think having this opportunity, I'm just trying to kind of figure out my game as well. Just kind of when do I spot up, when do I drive? But it's working out, and hopefully I settle in more and kind of get better feel of when to drive, when to shoot.
How relieved were you guys when you saw Scotty was going to be available for the second half? He looked like he was in a lot of pain.
I didn't know what happened. He's a leader. He's a guy who comes in and plays so hard every day. And just knowing he's out there, especially when you play a guy like Giannis, you need somebody who's gonna never back down from a challenge, and he never backs down from a challenge. He's there, he screams, he flexes, and he just gives you that energy. And a lot of times when you have stars, they kind of focus on themselves, but I feel like he's so focused on the team and getting everybody at the right spot, or kind of giving you a little bit. In the first quarter, he was like, just shoot the ball, you're a great shooter, shoot the ball, and then I make a 3, and he was super happy. So that kind of gave me a little bit of boost as well. So great guy, and I'm happy nothing's wrong with him.
You mentioned Giannis. You obviously have a great level of familiarity with him in his game. Today was the first opportunity that Colin had to go against him. You saw a bit of a learning curve there. Did you have some advice for him either ahead of time or even afterwards?
Colin is strong, so I feel like he just loves to kind of get physical and kind of, be there and take those hits. But I feel like with Giannis, sometimes you got to pick and choose when to be physical, and I think that's Jamal Shed did a great job in the second half, kind of explaining it to him that sometimes he can just kind of step back and not let him just try to bully him inside. And he did a great job. As I remember, I was a rookie with Milwaukee, and I didn't do that good of a job. So I'm sure the next few games, whenever we play, he's gonna figure out, and he will do even better.